first signs that Tucker Carlson is considering a presidential run in 2024 are already out. In fact, he is scheduled to speak at the 2022 Family Leadership Summit in Des Moines, Iowa. That's taking place in July, and this is the event that a lot of presidential candidates have spoken at. In fact, he's gonna be the keynote speaker. So the leadership summit was addressed by potential 2024 presidential candidates like Vice President Mike Pence, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who of course is considering a run himself, and the South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, who is also considering a run herself. Now, Robert Costa from CBS News tweeted about this, saying, Tucker Carlson heading to Iowa, home of the presidential caucuses this summer. This particular group's gathering has long been an event attended by Republicans with presidential ambitions. And there are others who agree with that statement, including Lincoln Project co-founder and once GOP political operative Rick Wilson, who says he's running. He thinks that this is a surefire sign that someone is planning to run. So Cenk, what do you think? Do you think that this is Tucker Carlson kind of flirting with the idea of running, or do you think this is definitely happening in 2024?
Well, I don't know anyone who's been saying that Tucker Carlson is going to run longer than I have, and more than I have. And we break down tape of Tucker Carlson on the show to show you why I think he's going to head towards politics and not just stay in TV. And you could tell in the subtleties, in the way he slightly dings Donald Trump without angering his audience who still likes Donald Trump, but planting seeds of doubt about Donald Trump. He viciously attacks other Republicans because he saw that worked for Donald Trump. And we've shown you dozens of examples. And in fact, I have a second theory about what he's going to do that I'm gonna share with you in a second. But the person who had the best tweet is Shane Goldmacher. And this is intensely true. He wrote, the old saying that no one winds up in Iowa by accident. Okay.
It's really funny.
It's total, in the case of politics, it is totally true. When you see politicians going to Iowa in the middle of the year for no reason, it ain't for no reason. Literally everyone going to that event is considering, at a minimum, considering running for president. You don't just go, oh, golly gee, look at me. I just wound up in Iowa at this event with a whole bunch of other presidential potential candidates, right? So Tucker Carlson is definitely considering running for president. And I've told you this before as well. I think he's the only one who could beat Donald Trump. And if you're saying, oh, but how about DeSantis?
Yeah, how about DeSantis?
No, DeSantis cannot beat Trump. DeSantis is a Trump clone. And all he did was copy Trump in a weak way and has backed down before. He's never dinged Trump. He's just sitting back, right? But he's more of an establishment politician. He will get scared. Tucker's not scared, and Tucker is way smarter than DeSantis or Trump.
For me, what stands out about Tucker Carlson more than any other potential 2024 Republican candidate is how much he's leaned into the populist rhetoric, which we've dissected on the show so many times. Clearly, he doesn't give a damn about workers. He doesn't give a damn about unions. He's never offered any solutions to the unmitigated corporate power in this country. And most of his criticisms, if not all of his criticisms toward corporations, really hinges on this idea that they're just too woke. That's the main problem, they're too woke. But nonetheless, the fact that he's constantly attacking corporations is another sign to me, because it's something that resonates with the electorate, including the right wing, right? I think people feel the anger and the rage at how rigged our economic system is. But again, obviously pay close attention to his rhetoric and how he doesn't really have solutions for inequality. He has no problem with inequality. He just immediately goes toward the anti-woke rhetoric that you hear on his show day in, day out. And I always wondered, like, why is Tucker Carlson doing that? Like, what's the play here?
Yeah, so first of all, he studied Trump and he's copying him, but without the madness, right? Purposeful madness, yes. Oh, hey, vaccine skepticism, testicle tanning, etc. But he's doing that on purpose. Why do the testicle tanning in that last documentary? That's insane, right? Number one, he looked at it and he couldn't believe it because he's actually heir to the Swanson fortune. He went to Swiss boarding schools. He's never been populist, right? All of a sudden he takes a massive populist turn and he realized, one, you can't go dumb enough for right wingers. You just can't. You do testicle tanning, they'll go for it. They'll definitely go for it. But this is more important. Mainstream media, and including us, by the way, guys, to be honest, all media cannot resist it because it's too funny, it's too absurd. Everyone is going to be saying the word Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, okay? And he's also visiting Iowa for the same exact reason. All of it is because he's running a playbook. And now the last part of the playbook, the theory that I promised you earlier. Eventually he's gonna say something so outrageous that Fox News is going to be forced to fire him. It's going to be either we fire our top-rated host or we have a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit that we will definitely lose. So they're gonna have to fire him. And when they do, he's gonna say, I'm the martyr. I'm the martyr. I'm the only one who was telling you the truth, and even Fox News couldn't handle it. So wait for that around March of 2023. Okay, we'll see if I'm right, but I think he's almost certainly gonna run, but there's absolutely no question that he's thinking about it and planning it. That's why he's going to Iowa.
I mean, I definitely think he's thinking about it, right? It's just, I'm curious to see how it all plays out. I think your assessment of Ron DeSantis is spot on. I thought that was the most accurate prediction, especially because we don't know what DeSantis would do up on a debate stage where Trump is throwing jabs. We've seen the way Trump throws jabs, especially at other Republican politicians, establishment politicians like Marco Rubio, Little Marco, Jeb Bush, just constantly making fun of him, and it worked, right? I don't know if DeSantis would be prepared with the counter jabs necessary to kind of like overpower Trump. I just don't see it happening. Whereas Tucker Carlson, maybe?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
So listen, I think this is how the primary would go if all of this plays out.
But I don't know, Tucker Carlson was like a little delicate flower on the debate stage with you.
I know, that's because he was debating me.
No, Cenk, relax.
Okay, no, I'm serious, and I'll get to that in a second, okay? So in the Republican primaries, here's how it'll go. If they all run, okay? Tucker and Donald Trump will take out everyone instantly except DeSantis. They'll just look at him and they'll wet their pants and they'll leave, okay? No one else has a chance. Then they'll gang up on DeSantis and they'll shred him, and DeSantis will get scared and he'll run, okay? Then it'll be mano a mano. Thing is, Tucker's way smarter than Donald Trump, and it's actually relatively easy to beat Donald Trump. You just get under his skin. So if anyone actually had courage and intelligence, it's not hard to beat Donald Trump. Now, here comes the scary part, guys. There is a 0% chance that an establishment Democrat could beat Tucker Carlson. There's some percentage chance they could beat Donald Trump. There is no chance they could beat Tucker Carlson, 0%. So the only people who could beat Tucker Carlson in 2024, if all of this happens, is a progressive. You're gonna say, oh, it's self-serving. I don't mean me. It's self-serving. No, I'm telling you. They'll never believe it. It doesn't matter how many times I say it. Everyone in this house will be like, I know Pete Buttigieg will beat him. Oh, you idiots, you idiots. No, I think Kamala Harris could do it. Oh my God, you fools. You'll walk us right into fascism, okay? So look, I don't know, right now we're in the middle of I don't know in regards to Nina Turner, but I'm positive Nina Turner could beat Tucker Carlson. Okay, and there are two other people on the left who could beat him. That's for another day. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.